Forever Living is not just a business like any other business, in terms of how it operates. Of course, it's a business just, in the aspect of being a business just like any other business, in terms of a product, in terms of a service, in terms of profits, in terms of bonuses. But now, when it comes to operation, you need to learn how to operate your Forever Living products business professionally, and by using the right tools, by knowing, actually, first of all, by knowing the tools that you need, and then using the right tools, and also using them correctly, because you can have tools but you're not using them correctly to help you make money, to help you build your business, to help you expand your business, and all that. So that is what we are going to learn about today. Sawa sawa. So I just want you to have an imagination, or maybe you've seen people, or you've heard someone talk about maybe a certain group of people. Because in our business, there are two types of people. There are people who succeed. There are people who grow fast. There are people who grow strong teams. There are people who create a good income. And I know you can mention one or two or three people whom you look up to if you've been in business for quite some time. One or two people you look at up to them, and you're like, when I grow in my Forever Living business, I want to operate like this leader. I want to train like this leader. I want to run things like this leader. I want to retail, or I want to recruit, and I want to build a team like this leader. So in our business, there is that category of people, a category of people that succeeds, that grows, that achieves massive potential, massive growth, and also make a good income. As well, Pia, there is a group of people who struggle. There's a group of people who also feel stuck, and there's also a group of people who eventually give up. It's not everyone who joins Forever Living, guys, that succeeds. Yeah, but you have to choose to be part of that group of people that succeeds. Unaona, sio kila mtu ana succeed, and it all comes back down to the choices that you make and the activities that you do and how you choose to do them. So that is why understanding what is required of you in to do in our business is very, very important. Yeah. So when people fail in our business, it's rarely even about the company. It's also rarely even about the products, because you see, we already have a good company. We already have a great marketing plan. In fact, Forever Living is one of the top and best performing network marketing companies in the world. We have the best products. Like right now, if you Google the best aloe vera gel, Forever Living, the best tooth gel, Forever Living, the biggest aloe vera company in the world, Forever Living. So you see, your failure or success in our business, it's not determined by the company, neither is it determined by the products, sababu products zenyewe ni mzuri, neither is it determined by the market. Unaona, people to buy your products and all that. The common thing, the only difference is you. Okay, the only difference is you. What are you going to do? Are you going to learn how to use these tools that I'm going to talk about today, or are you just going to sit and wait for success to get to you? Yeah, remember, Forever Living inatupea everything best, inatupea everything best in products, everything best in marketing plan, everything best in mentorship, everything best in coaching. The only constant or the only determinant kama utapata success kwa hii biashara ni wewe mwenyewe na jinsi utakavyotumia hizi tools that I'm going to talk about. Remember, these tools zipo, but they will only work when you use them correctly. Yeah, na ni tools ambazo wengi wetu we already know them, but now I'm going to explain deeper or further on how we can use these tools to build our Forever Living products business. So today we are also not just talking about tools, we're going to talk about how to use these tools so that we can build a productive, profitable, and also duplicable Forever Living business. Remember, most of us here, I believe all of us here, we are not just building this business for today, for tomorrow, for next week, for next year. We are building this business for the future. We are building this business, a business that can earn us an income 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, a business that will give us, income ambayo itatusaidia na investment, a business that will help us build a legacy. And for you to be able to build a business that can help you build a legacy or help you build generational wealth, it has to have the right foundation, guys. it has to have the right foundation. And let me tell you, foundation, even ukijenga nyumba, when you're building a house, foundation is not something that is inachimbwa leo. You guys see those construction places, let's say kuna nyumba inajengwa, there's a 5-story building that is being built. How does it normally look? It doesn't look good. Unapata it has been covered by mabati, there is water inside. It looks very ugly and it takes a bit of time. Unashanga, hey, what is happening in this area? It has looked like that for months and sometimes even for years. It's because before a 5 stories, 10 stories, 20 stories building is built, the constructors have to make sure that the foundation is strong enough to hold this buildings for years and years to come. And that is what we are doing in Forever. We are building a business that can serve us for years and years and years to come. So this foundation, it has to take time, and you have to do it the right way, because when you take shortcuts mwanzo, yes, you'll make a lot of money, you'll achieve quick fast success, but unapata ni ile success ambayo hailast. Imagine nyumba ambayo foundation imetake 1 week and it is a 10-story building. Hizo ndo zile building unashukia sijui building imeanguka mahali fulani, or building ilikuwa inakaa vizuri, now it has fallen and all that, because there was no proper and great foundation. So building foundation for our business, building foundation for your business is going to take a bit of time, but it rather take time and serve you long term. Sawa, guys. And even as much as it is taking time, also slow your learning. Fasten your learning process as well. Usiseme utenda pia mwendo wa kobe, pia ukienda mwendo wa kobe pia the results zitakuja pia na mwendo wa kobe. Sawa, guys. So if you're set and ready to learn about some of the tools that we can use to build our Forever business, Ebu type for me a 3. Is it a 3? Yes, type for me a 3 on the chat box. Type for me a 3 on the chat box. Type for me a 3 on the chat box. Type for me a 3 on the chat box if you're ready to learn. Maybe you already know them. It's an opportunity for you to remind yourself. And if you knew a few, it's an opportunity for you to add on top of ile knowledge ambayo ulikuwa unajua when it comes to. Please mute your mic. When you join, please mute your mic. Miriam Chemtai, please mute your mic. All right. Okay, so I can't see anyone typing, guys. Are we ready now to learn? Are we ready to learn? If you're ready, just type a 3 for me. Thank you so much for confirming. Hi, Abasi. What are business tools in our business? Business tools in our business is in the systems. These are systems and resources. Ambazo, they will help us in building a business efficiently without stress or confusion. If you're building your business with so much stress, it will get to a point, utaanza kujiuliza, is this really worth it? Or can I try, other options inaanza kuja kwa akili yako, unajiambia, hii Forever kama inakuja na confusion hivi, ama inakuja na stress hivi, I'd rather do something else. I'd rather sell something else. I'd rather provide a different service. Unaona? So when you don't have a system, utakuwa stressed, utakuwa confused. Like, for example, you'll be stressed about where to get leads. You'll be stressed about how to run an advertisement. You'll be stressed about how to prospect, how to get new people into the business wa kuonyesha biashara. You'll be stressed about how to present a business opportunity, what to use to present the business opportunity. You'll be stressed about how to do a product launch. But when you have a resource, when you have a tool that is guiding you, this is how you need to look for customers, this is how you need to talk to customers, this is how you need to or this is how you need to, and this is what you need to use to present the business opportunity, unakuwa na clarity ya kufanya biashara. Think of someone like a carpenter, like the lady that you can see from down there in that image. She's holding a tool. I don't know what that tool is called, but I think she's a carpenter and she does some zetonga masonry work, hizo kutengeneza carpentry work, kutengeneza mbao and all that. Kama hana randa, kama hana all those tools, hana nyundo, hana nini, inakuwa ngumu sana kutengeneza kiti, inakuwa ngumu sana kutengeneza meza and all that. Unaona? But akiwa na hizo tools, kazi yake inakuwa rahisi. So kwa hivyo when you have tools in Forever Living, tools that you need in Forever Living, kazi yako itakuwa simple, itakuwa rahisi, and you'll make money in a simpler way. Sawa sawa. Tools are very necessary in building a stable and clear structure. Otherwise, with confusion, you'll start doubting if this is the right business for you, if you've joined Forever Living products at the right time, and all that, if you're in the right team, if you're under the right mentorship and all that. Yeah, so that is also something that sisi wenyewe kama leaders, wewe mwenyewe kama leader, you need to equip yourself with those skills so that you can lead your team with clarity, ili hata wasijidao tuanze kujiuliza ama I should be I should be in a different team, or I should be mentored by someone else. No, wewe mwenyewe you need to equip yourself so that you are dependable. Yani team yako ikikuuliza what do I do in this situation, or what do I use in this situation, you can guide them on that. Sawa sawa. So tools also help us to make things very simple and duplicable. I've talked about doing something that you can teach your team so that your team can also teach their team, and it becomes a very simple and duplicable system that is operating even without you being there. You understand? And then also there are physical and virtual tools in our business. So I'll talk about all the physical tools, if most of the physical tools, if not all of them, and most of the virtual tools that we can use to boost or to improve our retailing business and also our recruiting business. Tool number one, products. Forever Living is a business. And what is a business? According to business school and all that, business is a movement of a good or a product in exchange of a service. And that is what makes Forever Living Products a real company, because there is a product, there is a good that we are offering, there's a solution that we are offering to people in terms of a good. So that is the number one tool that we need to understand how it works. Number one tool that we need to understand how we can use it to make money, how we can use it to generate an income with Forever Living Products. And when it comes to products as a tool, first things first, you need to, usage of products is proof that you're not just pitching. If here we are not just here to just sell and make profits and that's it. No, we are here to build repeat business. Yani client mteja ananunua product this month na bado anaweza nunua next month na bado anaweza kurefer kwa watu wengine. So for you to be able to market these products with confidence, you need to be your first best customer and use this tool that Forever Living Products is giving us. Because if you're not selling products, you're not making money, right? And if your team is also not selling products, you're not earning bonuses. So you need to understand our products. Actually, hata before utumie products zetu, you need to understand them. You need to study them. You need to attend trainings. Before this meeting, there was a training going on your weight management. Did you attend that training? Did you learn what is, even before she got into training about C9, did you understand how people accumulate weight, how weight affects your health, and now why C9? How C9 works and how you need to use C9. So product knowledge is very, very important. For you to be able to use this tool to make money in our business, you need product knowledge. Understand how does our C9 works. Understand how does the Light Ultra works. How does the deodorant, what makes our deodorant unique from the other deodorant in the market. The benefits and the uniqueness of our products. Those are the two key things that you need to understand when it comes to our products. And then be a user of the products. All right? Because here we're not just about pitching, and selling products that we've not used. Because when you use the products, you will sell and recruit people with ease, because you'll just be sharing your own testimony. So if you're in here and you're overweight, that is business that you're sitting on. If you're here and if you're in here in this meeting and you're experiencing bad skin, that is business that you're sitting on. If you're here and you're experiencing maybe joint pain, you're here and you're experiencing joint inflammation, you're here and you're experiencing toothache, and you're not using our products, that is business that you're sitting on. Even the universe will just reward you because you're selling or you're recommending products to people that you are using. So when you use, selling and recruiting will become easy, because you'll not be convincing people. You'll not be in a convincing business. When you do convincing business, it gets to a point hadi utachoka. Convincing people to buy things that you're not using, ni kama tu kuwadanganya. And you can lie to one client, yes. You can lie to 2 clients, yes. You can lie to 3 clients, but now you cannot lie to 50 clients. You cannot lie to 100 clients, yeah. So having that product experience is very, very important, ladies and gentlemen. Sawa sawa. So start even with the simple products like the personal care product. So if you're a new person and you're in this meeting, start with the personal care product. When you buy your starter pack, use the personal care products, the 2 gel, the deodorant, the lip balm, the avocado soap. I know there are cheaper products, and there are products ambazo zinapea mtu like matokeo almost immediately, and then start marketing those personal care products. I believe if you've been in this business for 6 months plus, you've already used almost all our personal care products. Now you need to upgrade now into the supplements, upgrade to omega-3, upgrade to vitamin D, upgrade to the light ultra, use the C9. As you can see right there, that is Evelyn. She's one of our team members. She's from that picture, she's using the aloe vera gel and posts about it, and I'm sure she's been able to sell a lot of this just because the customers see her using the products. Actually, we've used a lot of her weight management before and after to sell. Unaelewa? So wewe mwenyewe tumia products, and also encourage your family members to use your products as well, our products as well, and post about the products. This using products is good, yes, but it's better when people know that you're using these products. These are world-class products. So unapotumia Forever Living products, usinyamazie. Make sure kila mtu kwa contact list yako anajua. Post about it on your WhatsApp status. Whenever you meet people out there, mention about this new tooth gel that you started using, this new deodorant that you started using, this new aloe vera gel, this product, your detox, that you started using. And people will ask you, tell me about it. Where can I find it? Because hawezi enda waipate supermarket, hawezi enda waipate mali pengine. So yap, guys, yap about your products. Remember, in our business, closed mouths don't get fed. So you might be using even the most premium product in the world, but if nobody knows about it, there's no money in your pocket. All right. So make sure you use the products. I mean, from point number 1, you know about the products, improve your product knowledge. That is why attending trainings ni muhimu sana. Hizi za online. Follow our YouTube channel and listen to all the other past trainings. Do your own personal research. Alafu tumia products. Alafu when you're using the products, hakikisha you're talking about them and people are seeing ya kwamba you are a user of the products. Haya, another tip that I would want to share is make sure you are walking around with your products in your bag. You're not just talking about them on social media. You know, social media, there's a lot that happens on social media, right? Mtu unaweza enda uombe mtu chupa yake ya aloe vera, right? Ama uchukue chupa empty na urecord video now. Someone will not know. You know, yeah. But when you have those products in your handbag, like there's a lady I know, the lady who trained us last week on Tuesday, Leila, the new supervisor, she mentioned to us that in her handbag she always carries products. She always has 2 gels, she always has deodorants, she always has omega-3, those light products, and she sells. In fact, today she has sold a 2 gel and a deodorant, and she had them in her bag. Unaona? So hakikisha in your handbag, in your school bag, in your work bag, in your whatever bag, you have a product, especially personal care products. Hizo si products ambazo unafaa kukosa, so that when you're talking to someone, you just get the product out of the handbag and show it to them. And even better, work with your 2 gel, work with your deodorant. Personally, I work with my 2 gel and my deodorant. Mtu akiniuliza how does it smell, how does the 2 gel taste, na watolea tu kidogo, wana taste, na wapaka kidogo deodorant kwa mkono, wananusia. That is actually how I got a lady who's buying a 2 gel this week from the expo that we had that I went to on Friday. Nilimpea 2 gel kidogo, akataste, nikampea maji, akagargle, and she had a very good experience. Akasema, hey, this is different. You know, this tastes different and it feels different. I will definitely order. You understand? So walk around with your products, guys. Hizo deodorants, hizo 2 gels, hizo lip balm ambazo unatumia, walk around with those products. Okay? The other thing is with products, you can do tests and you can also share. All right. You can record yourself brushing using our 2 gel. You can record yourself using our deodorant. Yes, hiyo kila time ni recorded videos kutoka TikTok ama kutoka Pinterest ama zile ambazo Upline ana share. videos of you using the products. Clients will trust you fast. Clients trust you more before they trust somebody else who's using the products, and even friends as well. Sawa sawa. So number one tool, guys, that we need to use to make money is our products. If you don't understand our products, kufanya hii biashara itakuwa ngumu, itakaa kama mlima sana. So what is the action plan when it comes to products? Number one, use products consistently for at least 30 days. And you know, Tooth Gel, you can use it for 30 days plus. Lip balm, you can use it for 30 days plus. Deodorant, you can use it for how many days? 6 months plus. Most of our nutritional supplements need 30 days. Yeah. So if you're not using any of our products, tafadhali get your products tomorrow. Start using the products and start spreading the gospel about our products on your socials and anywhere else you go. Make sure your WhatsApp status, you're sharing testimonies. People don't care about sijui aloe barbadensis mila, sijui what ingredient is in what products, sijui Garcinia Cambogia. People care about this product ilisaidia mtu akafeel hivi, hii product ilimsaidia mtu tumbo ikakua hivi, hii product ilisaidia mtu armpits zake zikaacha kuwa itchy, hii product ilisaidia mtu alikuwa na shida za meno. That is what people care about. So share more of testimonies on your social media. All right. Balance between information and testimonies. Yeah. Jaribu kabisa, yani your WhatsApp status isikue kama billboard, unarusha tu mapicha. Rusha picha and then follow it up with a testimony of a client who has used the Tooth Gel, a screenshot of a client who has said omega-3 has helped her child with cognitive function. Post a video of a client mentioning the way Garcinia has helped her maybe to control her cravings and appetite. So have a balance. I've said, yes, we're going to market these products out of knowledge, knowledge and also personal use, but also market testimony. Sawa sawa. Always have products for demos and sampling. Always. So if you're that person who always leaves your Tooth Gel behind, who always leaves your deodorant, your lip balm behind at home, try carrying them consistently until end month. Tuone, so that when you meet people, they can sample that Tooth Gel. Talking of samples, guys, there's something that I've been working on with Elizabeth Mariga. I think she's in this meeting. We wanted to make some 2 small samples for Tooth Gel. We try those ones first. And then once we see how they are, now we can move on to maybe propolis samples, moisturizing lotion samples, and maybe jelly tube samples. We used to have them back in the day. I think at the reception, we used to buy them at around, I can't remember, maybe if there's anyone who's in this meeting that remembers, I think it was about 20 to 50 shillings. So we are still working on it, and I will give you guys the final update about it. Yeah, because if that client only sampled like a piece of Tooth Gel and she said how I want to order it, I can just imagine if we supplied these samples to our clients, of course at a very small cost, so that you don't go on a loss either, how many clients can order because they have first experienced the product. Sawa sawa. So are we together up to there, guys? If we are together, please type together for me on the chat box. 20 bob. Yes. Yeah, walikuanga wanatuzia 20 bob. Thank you so much, Wambo, for confirming. Tuko pamoja hadi hapo. So products, let's be serious about usage, about knowledge mwanzo, usage and recommendation. Walk around with your samples. Actually, hata historia samples, I really learned about it a lot from Wambo. She walks around with a deodorant written sample. So that everywhere she goes, every client she meets, even team members, people that she's trying to recruit into the business, anafungua product, mtu ananusa, anafeel, and all that. Very, very powerful. Since we are together up to there now, let's go to business presentation tools. So we've talked about product as a tool, our products as a tool to build our business. Number 2, business presentation tools. What tools now can we use to present our business opportunity to other people? Now to recruit, to expand our business, because our business is a two-legged business, ni retailing na recruiting. So ni muhimu sana uweze kubalance hizo mbili. So what tools do we need? to know and also to learn how to use them when it comes to presenting our business opportunity. Number one-on-one presentation. You need to have a physical and a virtual. A physical one from the office, I think it is 183 shillings, if I'm not wrong. I ordered a couple of them and I've already distributed to the team here in Nakuru. So for those of you who are in Nairobi, you are advantaged. Go to the office, grab yourself a one-on-one presentation, and then guess what? Before you do a one-on-one to someone, do that one-on-one to yourself. I remember back in the days in 2018, 2019, my mentor then in business, he used to tell us, do that one-on-one to yourself in front of a mirror. Present it to yourself. If you feel like you're afraid to do a business presentation to someone or even to people, present to yourself. Make those mistakes by yourself on the mirror. You know, that, and do it over and over again before you develop that confidence. So grab that one-on-one book, go through it page by page. Another trick or another tip that I can share with you that will help you also develop that confidence or have that knowledge of explaining our business plan, from the history of Forever Living, from the marketing plan, from the incentives, from all that. You need to attend business opportunity presentation meetings. Ukisikia Dorcas is doing a BOM, attend. Ukisikia Cynthia is doing a BOM, attend. Ukisikia Jonte is doing a BOM, attend. Ukisikia mtu yote, there's a BOM happening on Sunday, on Thursday, attend, because you learn something from Gabana when she explains this slide, ya marketing plan, you know, how to move from preferred customer to assistant supervisor. You learn something from Rhoda if she's the one who's doing the presentation. You learn something from Linda if she's explaining about maybe the process that our products go through before zifikie sisi kama end consumers. So that is another tip, honestly, that I can say as an individual really helped me to grow my skill when it comes to one-on-one business presentation and even doing a business opportunity presentation to a big number of people. I attended so many BOMs. I still attend BOMs up to date because I want to edit, I want to improve every single day. So attend BOMs, do one-on-one sessions on yourself, do one-on-one sessions to one person, to two people. And when you're doing a one-on-one session and your upline is around, unaweza mwambia upline, unaweza songea karibu usikie nikifanya hii presentation, and then once I'm done, maybe unaweza ni correct, unieleze maybe if there's a place I need to improve on or there's a place I need to omit and all that. So anyway, you need to have that one-on-one tool. Without presenting the business opportunity to people, guys, there is no much growth. You'll just be depending on sales only. And if you're depending on sales only in our business, there is no much difference between you and someone who's selling other items out there, maybe like shoes, clothes, cutlery and all that, because they are only dependent on profits. You're only dependent on profits as well. And Forever gives us an opportunity ya kuweza ku earn bonuses. So ni kama Forever inakupea pesa lakini unakunja mikono hautaki. So learn how to do a one-on-one business presentation. Kienyeji business presentation also, it's not duplicable, guys. Remember, initially I mentioned we are building a business that is duplicable, that is gonna start, we are building a structure that is strong, a structure that is gonna stand the test of time, a structure that even people who will join your business 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years from now, they can still plug into that structure and continue. So you'd rather do it the right way. Yeah, kalisha mtu chini, take them through the one-on-one business presentation. Have a WhatsApp call with someone, have a Zoom meeting, have a Google meeting with someone, still take them through the business opportunity presentation. Jonte actually shared with us the soft copy of the one-on-one book. It is in the group. If you don't find it, please, Jonte, if you're in this meeting, share it again. I will also share it. Kama Jonte hayuko kwa meeting, but I believe he's in the meeting. Please share the one-on-one business presentation book and then purchase it for yourself. This is an investment, guys. In Forever Living, if you're not willing to invest, This is a business that you spend money for you to make money, and these are tools that you have to, lazima utoe pesa ndio uweze kupata hizo tools. So you need a virtual one-on-one business presentation, and you also need a physical one-on-one business presentation. Over time, as your story keeps on improving, as you continue achieving things in forever, like personal development, like profits, like purchasing things here and there, you can edit now your business presentation and add now your story, like the way I personally do my BOMs. Yeah, I start with my story, where my past, all the things that I've been able to achieve, all the places that I've traveled to, and part of that BOM also has a part where I have shown stories of other people who've been able to achieve a couple of things with Forever Living in my team. So we all start from somewhere. I also started from somewhere, guys. I did not join Forever and day 1, day 2, or week 1, week 2, I had bought a car. No, I had traveled. No, it all starts from somewhere. So you have to own your story na ile story ambayo uko nayo saa hizi, because it keeps on getting better every single day. Ukifanya nini? Ukicommit. Sawa sawa. So one-on-one business presentation muhimu sana. Number 2, company policy book. Actually, yesterday we were having our managers meeting, and I reminded our CSM to work on us having our company policy book. This is a serious business, Forever Living, and it has policies, it has rules and regulations. And we joined in as independent distributors, we joined in as partners in Forever Living. So as a partner of Forever Living, you need to know the rules and regulations of Forever Living, the do's and don'ts in Forever Living, the right content to post on social media, so that your account is not plugged, or your account is not blocked. You need to know, you need to understand the steps in Forever Living. Preferred, as much as upline wako atakuelezea, enda kwa company policy book inaelezea kila kitu step by step, how to get to manager, what you need to do for you to become an active manager, what you need to do for you to become an Eagle manager. Over the weekend in Nairobi, the Eagle incentive was launched. Najua wengine tunasikia tu Eagle, you think Eagle is for certain people. No, you as an assistant supervisor, you need to understand what is Eagle. How do I get to Eagle? What are the benefits of Eagle? Because when you understand that, you have a big goal. So that means mikelele ya hapa chini haitakuzuia yani to focus on the big goals. Utakuwa umeelewa, hata mimi as an assistant supervisor, I can qualify for Eagle. It's not just for certain people. So you need to understand Eagle. You need to understand Forever to Drive. When you're explaining to someone the business using the one-on-one business presentation, kuna ile part ya Forever to Drive incentive. Do you brush through it quickly because you don't know how to explain it? That is where the company policy book, as much as yes, your upline, unaweza pigia upline wako akuelezee, but also go through it. Kwa company policy book, understand what do you need to do for you to qualify for Forever to Drive. Did you guys know that you can start qualifying for Forever to Drive and before you hit manager? Imagine. You don't have to become a manager for you to start qualifying for Forever to Drive. Level 1, it's 50cc, 100cc, 150cc. You can decide and chap 50cc this month. By the time you've done 50cc and you're an AS, of course you've hit supervisor, and of course you've done you're only remaining with 10cc for you to become an assistant manager. So you're heading even to manager as you hit your Forever to Drive. Did you know that? Well, if you didn't, now you do. All this information is in our company policy book. Our company policy book explains to us about the checks, the global rally, the chairman's bonus, how to qualify, what it takes for you to qualify for these bonuses. I know last week we were tulikuwa tunasumbuliwa pale social media. We saw a lot going on, pictures going around about people who were in Cape Town. They got millions of dollars, they got hundreds of thousands of dollars, and we were wowed. Of course, we were encouraged. But do you know how it takes, or what it takes for you to get those checks as well? All that information is in the company policy book. Guys, Forever is bigger than the tooth gel profits that you make daily. The deodorant, Forever is bigger than the Arctic Sea profits that you make daily. There is so much that we can achieve in Forever Living. If only we understand the backbone, if only we understand yani zile nitty gritty, zile vitu za ndani ambazo we need to do so that we can be able to qualify for everything ambayo iko kwa marketing plan. Company policy muhimu sana. The company policy also inatuelezea the regulations zile za forever, like when you're posting on social media, terms to use, terms of not terms ambazo ufai kutumia, you know, the regulated words. The company policy also explains to us about registration, about how to do business within and even outside your country. You understand? So when you understand this company policy, you'll not limit yourself to just doing business in Kenya alone, to just doing business in your region alone. You'll understand, oh, okay, so I can be able to do business in Dubai and still be paid. So guys, company policy muhimu sana. Do not get in trouble because of ignorance. Najua kuna watu hapa, maybe your accounts have been flagged, your forever living accounts were maybe blocked for a certain duration. You were unable to place orders because there are words that you used when you were posting about certain products on social media, and you were making claims, and your accounts were blocked because you didn't know. So knowledge is very, very important about rules and regulations about forever. And for me, I don't find these rules and regulations eti ni ngumu na the company is not giving us a good environment to operate. No, every company should have its rules and regulations. Otherwise, it will just be a market. People will be doing things the way they want, however they want, and all that. So there has to be a structure, because with a structure, a company itakuwa ni straightforward na inafanya vitu vile inafaa. Sawa sawa. So if you don't have a company policy, actually right now we don't have them physically in the office, but I requested our CSM to share a soft copy. I will definitely share it with you guys. Go through it, understand the backbone and the skeleton of forever. Product catalog muhimu sana. Of course, everyone who purchases a combo, you get a product catalog. Encourage your team members to also get product catalogs, so that when you're going to meet your clients, the product catalog is acting like a guide to ili uweze kuelezea mteja all the different categories of products ambazo tuko nazo before sasa kila kitu ikue in your memory. You know, those of us who've been in the business for years now, we know almost every product in forever living. But before it gets there, you have to always confirm and reconfirm in the product catalog. So ukienda kuona mteja, usiende kuona mteja tu hivyo bure. Hata mimi mwenyewe, I'm 8 years in the business, but I still go with my product catalog kwa client. Sawa sawa. They even take you seriously when you have a catalog. Client atakuuliza mko na catalog? Unaambia yes, tuko nayo. I have a hard copy here, but I can share with you a soft copy later. You go through it. Sawa sawa. Product catalog ni kitu muhimu sana. First steps to manager. Who knows the first steps to manager? Who knows the first steps to manager? Just type me. Who has been taken through the first steps to manager? I remember this is a book that I sat down with my upline for almost 1 hour. Tulichambua hiyo kitabu. Niliuliza upline wangu maswali. How do I move from here to here? How do I earn when I'm at this level? How do I do a launch? That is why the product launches that we've been doing recently, it's been so simple and easy, because I learned from my upline during our first steps to manager training. So who knows what the first steps to manager is? Let me see on the chat box. Me. Has your upline taken you through the first steps to manager? If your upline has not taken you through the first steps to manager, maybe he or she does not know about it. Now, after this meeting, text them and tell them, upline, I want us to go through the first steps to manager together. Go through the first steps to manager. Today I did a first steps to manager orientation for Grace. I think she's in the meeting here. Tulichambua hizo steps. She understood. As an AS, how do you earn? As an AS, how do you assistant supervisor? How do you move to supervisor? How do you earn from people who are under you? As an assistant manager, how do you earn? As a manager, how do you earn? We talk about it just vaguely too. Yeah, as a manager, you earn from your team, but you need to know, as a manager, if you have team members who are assistant managers, how do you earn from them? If you have team members who are supervisors, how do you need to know that, so that you can duplicate the same thing to your team members, ili wakuwe na clarity, wajue, okay, so this is how you earn in forever. This is how you teach your team to earn in forever living. This is how you explain the 5%. Initoga aje ile 5% yenye forever inaturudishia when you do your 4cc. Did you guys know supervisors don't get that? Did you know supervisors don't get the 5% boost? It's only assistant supervisors who get the 5% boost. Did you know, by the way, that If you don't do your 4cc as an assistant supervisor, that 5% boost is given to your upline. Did you know that? Did you know that? Did you know, as a manager, if you're an assistant supervisor in my team and you don't do 4cc, that 5% boost is given to me? So when your upline is encouraging you to do your 4cc, it's not because they want you to do 4cc so that they can earn more. They want you to do 4cc so that you can earn more. Actually, when you do 4cc, pesa ya upline wako inapungukanga kidogo. So all this information you get to learn when you go through the first steps to manager. First of all, you write down your goals, you understand all those steps, you understand how to do a launch. Najua inakaa tu kitabu tu hivi, but it is the first steps to manager. If you don't have that book, please buy that book tomorrow. Set an appointment with your upline, go through the first steps to manager. Next, price lists. Of course, it's important for you to have the retail price list, the preferred customer price list, actually all price lists. Yeah, all price lists. You can download this application that is called Biashara Plus. Biashara Plus is it's like an application that helps you to check on prices on different levels, but it gives you a grace period. I think you can use it for like a month, and then after that you have to pay for it for 6 months or 1 year for you to be able to check prices. If you don't want that, you can download the virtual soft copy price list. You can download them and print them and laminate them ndo zisichape. Lamination is like, I don't know, 20 shillings, 30 shillings if I'm not wrong, and it will last you for long. Sawa sawa. Lamination is like making, you see the way birth certificates, they are laminated and then they have like that hard cover. Enye hata maji ikimwagikia haiharibiki, ama zinaitwaje, ama ID, you know, that hard cover on your ID, that is lamination. So when you go to the cyber, print and then laminate so that it can last you for months and months and months. So make sure you also have a file. Make sure you also have a file so that your price list zisichape, so that your first steps to manager zisichape, your catalog isizeeke, your company. Guys, I have my company policy book that I bought in 2018 until today because of how I've taken care of it. Yeah, your catalog, make sure you have a file for them, so that they don't get old easily. The other business presentation tool that you need is, of course, the company YouTube channel. So make sure you subscribe to Forever Living East Africa, Forever Living Kenya, sorry. Make sure you subscribe to Forever Living Kenya. I think even the training that has happened a few minutes ago has been uploaded there. If you are not able to attend, listen and re-listen. Past trainings, listen and re-listen. Past business opportunity presentations done by different people, listen and re-listen so that you can get to learn how to do it yourself. Guys, another presentation tool, business presentation tool that I wanted to talk about. This is the last one and one of the most important one, your upline. Use your upline as a tool, but do not misuse your upline. Use your upline. Your upline has probably maybe been in the business for more days or more weeks or more months. There are things they know. You know, there are things that they can guide you on. So use your upline as a guide, but do not misuse your upline. Actually, there's a point that I found somewhere. Let me just read it for you about using your uplines or using your mentor for the right purpose. Your upline is meant to show you direction, to share with you their experience. Like, for example, if you're confused about how to run advertisement, you don't know what ad to run, what advertisement sells better right now, use your upline's experience. Your upline will tell you aloe vera gel advertisements are working well, CNN advertisements are working well, try that. You understand? So use your upline to show you direction, to share experience, to correct you on mistakes, because some of us have made mistakes in business and we would not want our team members to make those mistakes, because probably those mistakes is what delayed one or two milestones that we would have made in business. So your uplines are here to correct you so that you don't make the same mistake. So when your upline corrects you or guides you not to do something in a certain way, take it positively, because if there's someone who wants you to do well in this business, it is your upline. Sawa sawa. Your upline is meant to help you grow faster. But remember, they're not supposed to build your business for you. This business is yours. You're in this business for yourself. When you make your profit, do you divide your profits with your upline? No. When you make your bonuses, do you divide your bonuses with your upline? No. So your upline is not here to do the business for you, but your upline is here to guide you on, the to give you direction and also share the experience and also correct any mistakes that you're making along the way. So use your upline as a reference point. Sawa sawa. Also, the other thing that I wanted to share hapo ikifika kwa upline is don't only call your upline when you have problems. Also, when you're celebrating wins, share with your upline as well. When you have good news, also share with your upline. And then the other thing, before you go to your upline because of problems, try and figure out, look for a solution in one way or another. So that when you go to your upline, number upline, I have tried to do this and it has not worked. Not upline, show me how to do it. Try it first, because when you try, that is how try running that advertisement. And then when you make that mistake, you call your upline and tell your upline, nimejaribu kuweka hii advertisement, ama nimejaribu kuweka order online, ama nimejaribu ku reach out WhatsApp, but haija work. How do I do it? Sawa sawa. So go with your upline of a plan A. You've tried a plan A, you've tried maybe a plan B, and it has not worked for you. So what you're going to do kutoka kwa your upline ni ku ask for advice ama ku ask for guide, and upline wako aweze kukuguide na kukuadvise on where to improve. That shows leadership from your end. That means unajituma. You're trying to look for a solution first before you directly go to your upline. All right. Another tool that you can use in this business is success lines as well. There are people here who are very talented in creating content, and maybe you're a success line to your upline. If your downline is good at creating content, if your downline is good at doing a presentation, if your downline is good at editing, if your success line is good at selling C9, like me, I know some of you here sell so many C9s than me, and I do consult some of you. I'm like, yo, how are you selling those C9s? Ebu share with me. Like, it doesn't make you feel small when you ask for help from people who are under your leadership. It actually shows how much of a leader you are, and how much of a humble leader that you are, that you're willing to learn even from people whom you are leading. Sawa sawa. Yeah, as a team leader, learn to lead, yes, from the front, and also learn to lead from behind as well. Sawa sawa. Another tool that you also need to use in this business is your mentors. Mentors too ni kama your upline as well. Sawa sawa. Ask questions. Yeah, like me, there's a mentor of mine whom niko naye bumper to bumper, because there's a very big incentive that I'm going for this year. I talked to her yesterday and I was like, Ebu, explain to me this eagle again. I know eagle. From the information that I know, maybe you know more. Able explain to me, is it this number of CCs you need to do? Is this number of supervisors? Do those CCs need to just be in Kenya only or internationally? Unaona? So ask questions. When you ask, you get to learn and know more. Sawa sawa. All right. Are we together up to there? If we are together, please type together for me on the chat box. We are almost finishing. So the other exposure, physical exposure that you need, or virtual exposures that you need ni kama hii brilliant compensation plan. Hiyo ni muhimu sana, inakusaidia kuelewa the compensation plan ya network marketing. All right, and also sharing it to your new guest, watu wapi ambao unataka kuonyesha biashara, so that they can understand the industry and network marketing. Rise of the entrepreneur. Sorry, it's not rise of the entrepreneur, it's a rise of the entrepreneur. Helps you to understand more about the entrepreneurial world. As I keep talking, if you have them, please just share them in the group. Listen to them, watch them. Building Your Network Marketing by Jim Rohn, all the philosophies of life and business. He talks about them there. Actually, I think last week on Wednesday, we listened during our 5 a.m. session, we listened to the philosophies Jim Rohn. Go Pro by Eric Worre. You need to watch it. You need to listen to it. skills book, um, Sell or Be Sold by Grant Cardone, the 5 a.m. Club, such books. Watch them, listen to them, because those help to improve your knowledge about life and also about business and all that. Number 3, which I think is the last point, is marketing tools. These are tools that will help your business to be visible. You might have the best product in the world. Of course, we have the best products in the world. But if they are not visible, if people don't know about them, it's as good as nothing. So we need to learn about these marketing tools that will help our business with visibility. They include both physical and virtual tools. Okay, the physical tools ni kama flyers. You need to have flyers, guys. Guys, in Nairobi, I have a plug called George. If you need George's number, inbox. I will share with you George's number. He will make you very nice flyers. Whenever you're sending a package to a client, do not send a marker hivyo tu. Tuma multi-marker na flyer yenye iko na all the different categories that we have. You understand? Also, when you're doing offline, make sure you have flyers as well. Flyers will also act to remind you, maybe kama ulisahau your catalog. Flyers will remind you of the different categories that we have, and you can leave it with the client. The client will maybe anaweza enda aonane na watu wengine and ashare hiyo flyer na wao, and utapata tu umepigiwa out of nowhere and a client is ordering products. So guys, let's use flyers. Give out flyers with orders. Give out flyers when you're doing offline. Have flyers when you're doing expos. Like Team Nakuru right now, we are so big on expos. Team Nairobi, Team Mombasa, Team Kericho, Team Kisii. Please guys, try expos. Try expos. The last 2 expos that we've gone, we have sold. And God willing, we are planning another one end of this month. Try expos. Try expos, guys. You just never know who you will meet during those expos. Sawa. Business card. If you're a serious business owner with Forever, you need a business card. If you're in Nairobi, talk to George akutengenezea business card. Watu wa Nakuru, we already have a plug mwenye anatutengenezea. Kisii, Kericho, Cyber zote tu zinatengenezanga business cards na zinatengenezanga flyers. So what you can ask for is maybe a design and we will share it with you. Sawa. Social media tools that you need to use to market your business. WhatsApp. Make sure your WhatsApp, your marketing products, your Instagram, you're talking about the products, you're talking about the business, your Facebook, your TikTok. Just make sure you are visible. People know you, that you're a distributor of Forever Living. Another last tool is money. Use money to make money. You remember last Tuesday we were taught you have to use money to make money. Use money to buy those flyers. Use money to make those business cards. Use money to buy stock. Use money to buy products for your own personal use. Use money to run advertisements. Use money to buy branded t-shirts. Use money to buy bundles. You have to use money to make money. Forever Living is not a free business. Somehow you'll have to use money. And if you're stingy about giving to your business, definitely the business will be stingy on you. You'll not be able to make money from Forever Living. So use money. When your upline tells you go and look for 1,500, 1,000 that you can run an advertisement, don't complain. That 1,000 will probably come back in a day and you'll have leads to follow up that will bring you 10,000, 100,000. So do not be, usiwe na ugumu wa kuspend kwa biashara yako, guys. Those expos, guys, we pay for those expos. Like the last one, I think we paid almost 700 shillings per person because we were 10. Is it 700? No, 600 and something. The last one, it was cheaper. The one for last weekend, it was 1,500. So we paid like 300 bob per person. Some expos will need you even to spend 20K, of which, of course, you'll divide amongst your team members. But ukiangalia the arrow, inahonga RIO, return on ROI, the return on investment, unapata hata hiyo 2,000 that you've spent, you'll make it on that same day and you'll get valuable contacts that will buy from you and your money will come back 10 times better. So I know I'm talking about expos a lot. Some of these expos are not cheap. So that means you need to come together. Reach out to someone. Kama uko Nairobi, Jonte, Cynthia, Sally, come together. Look for an expo that you guys can contribute, pay for, and then mujiambie mkiendapo kwa expo, you must sell so that your money can come back by day 1. And then you must get as many contacts as possible. Sawa. So there are so many other ways of using money to make money in our business, which you need to be open to, but you need to be wise as well. Don't just spend money because you've seen people spending money. So be wise as well when you spend money. for the sake of your business. So whatever marketing tool you use, make sure you're educating people. You're also showcasing lifestyle. Forever Living is a lifestyle business. So people must see you're doing well and not faking it. No, because definitely you're making money with Forever. If you're making money with Forever, dress well, look good, make sure your hair is well kept, your nails are looking great, you're smelling good, your shoes are, make sure you're taking care of yourself, because people will first of all look at you before you present to them a multi-billion-dollar business. Do you look like that multi-billion-dollar? So make sure you look like the part, look good, smell good, dress good, and all that. All right. Our business is a business of showcasing lifestyle in terms of course, the income. I don't mean posting money and all that, but you don't have to tell people you have money. The way you look, people will know you have money. All right, ama you're in a business that has money, and then products as well. Sawa. Also, use testimonials to market. Whatever marketing tool that you're using, whether it is offline or online, and then have an action button. Whenever you're posting on social media, have an action button. Call this number to order. Reach out to order. DM to order. Don't just post information blindly like that, vaguely like that. Sawa. Even with your business cards and flyers, make sure there is a number down there. There is an Instagram handle down there where someone can go and follow you, or someone can go and get your number and call you. Sawa. So this is the last one. So yeah, some of the FBO organization and growth tools, of course, time is a tool. So make sure you're waking up early, you're starting your day early, you're allocating time for all your activities, have a daily method of operation. Make sure you have a planner or a diary. If you don't have a planner or a diary and a pen, you're going to a shamba without tools. Very important. Have a grinding book, have an active calendar. Make sure your calendar is booked and your calendar has pinned activities. Have an active timetable. Make sure you know Monday is for this, Tuesday is for this, Wednesday for this, Thursday for this, and all that. Have login details for your FBO account. If you're here and you don't have login details, ask your upline to send them to you. And if your downlines don't have login details, as an upline, that is your responsibility to make sure that your downlines can log into their accounts. So that they can place orders and they can also check their CCs. FLP 360, oh gosh, I've been using FLP 360 since February. And my goodness, I track my CCs so well, and my team's CCs as well. So right now, FLP 360 is only 1,300 Kenya shillings. Is it 1,300 or 1,200 Kenya shillings? And you're able to see your business 360, even downline wako. Unaweza ona CC zake na hata the last order zenye alieka. So it really helps, especially if you're going for steps. FLP 360 is a very, very important tool. The moment you log in, I think it has free usage for like a month, and then after that, you pay for it. Attending events and trainings, that is non-negotiable. Do not wait for your upline to beg you to attend trainings. Remember, you're there for your own personal gain and good. Reminders as well. WhatsApp group also a tool. Make sure you check on messages in the group. You might miss on something very important by not checking messages in the group, like updates. Like, do you guys know that our prices are increasing from June? Do you? That update was sent in the morning by 5%. So now you know. And then have an organized contact list. Broadcast, do you know what a broadcast list is? How to make that broadcast is? So if the things that are here and you're noting them, naona, sijui hii, go and ask your upline. Go and ask your mentor. It is you who should be looking for your mentor. Remember, not you the other way around. And then have an organized gallery as well. Picha zako zisikue all over. Create folders. Jua hii ni folder ya digestive health. If you don't know how to create, ask your upline. Hii ni folder ya skincare. Hii ni folder ya collagen. Hii ni folder ya kids supplements. So that when a client is asking, you can go and retrieve them very easily. And of course, invitation scripts, follow-up messages, and call. So these are the common mistakes we need to avoid working alone. That is why it is network marketing, guys. It's not solo marketing. We work in a network of people. Work with your upline. Cooperate with your upline. Work with your team members as well. It becomes easier for us to achieve these goals when we work as a team. Skipping trainings, wow, wow, wow. Now this one is shooting your leg, shooting yourself in the leg. Skipping trainings, how now? How will you learn? How will you learn how to talk to people? How will you learn how to do a presentation? How will you learn on how to run an ad? How will you learn about 4CC if you don't attend trainings? So do not skip trainings. If you're skipping trainings thinking that unafilisha upline wako ama no, you're the one who's losing it. So do not skip trainings. Number 3, do not chase perfection. Instead, work on mastery and consistency. Your chapter 1 is different from somebody else's chapter 5. They had to do something for them to get to chapter 5. So if you're on chapter 1 and you want to stretch your leg and get to chapter 5 without going to chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, utapasuka msamba, my friend. So take it a day at a time. Do not, you can compare, but get motivation and encouragement. But don't compare and then you get envious, you get angry, you get negative and all that. So you can compare yourself with someone else's higher chapter, but get encouragement and motivation from there. Do not chase for perfection. None of us here is perfect. But instead work on mastery, work on mastering retailing, work on mastering how to close orders, work on mastering recruiting, work on mastering trainings, work on mastering consistency and all that. All right. And do not reinvent the wheel. The wheel is already here for us. Very simple. The 4 basic things we do in Forever is we use products, we share the products, we build a team, and we coach a team. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. Maybe you can modify the wheel and make it maybe work better for you, but not reinventing it. Sawa sawa. So ladies and gentlemen, you are a torch bearer. So make sure you're bearing this torch the right way. Unaona venye hiyo mkono iko, kuna hiyo mkono imestretch na ingine imeshikilia torch. If you hold the torch the other way round, na ichome huyu mtu, you will not be passing on a legacy. And what I'm trying to explain here is, if you don't do the business the right way, it cannot be duplicated to the next person. And by the time inafika to the 10th generation, they are doing their own things. It's a whole confused lot of team members. So make sure you take your time, light your candle, hold that candle well, pass it on to the next person the right way so that it doesn't burn them. Sawa sawa. So you are a torch bearer. Make sure you do the business the right way. Okay, remember in our business, shortcuts are long cuts. And don't chase for titles. No, don't chase for manager without growing to a manager. Make sure you get to manager by developing people. Don't chase for supervisor without growing your retail business vizuri, because right now, supervisor, yes, you can go with retailing, but once you get there, build. Don't chase for assistant manager just by selling, manager just by selling. You'll have a title, but you'll not be a manager. You'll not have grown into manager and earning manager income. So take your time and build that foundation, guys, and bear that torch. Move that torch to the next person the right way so that they can be able to move it to the next person, right? Like that, like that, like that, like that. By the time in Africa 100th generation, it's just basically the right thing that you started when you were starting your Forever business. Sawa sawa, guys. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining in today's session.